You've been learning English for years. You know lots of words. You can understand movies with subtitles. You read books, maybe even write a little. You've done grammar drills, watched English lessons online, and maybe even passed a few exams. But when it comes to speaking, you freeze. Your mind goes blank. You can't find the words. You feel embarrassed, frustrated, even ashamed. Why does this happen? Why is it that so many English learners know a lot, but still can't speak? Let's dig into it. And more importantly, let's fix it. Welcome to Thinklish, easy English for curious minds. I'm Matthew. If you're learning English and want to finally speak with confidence, this podcast is for you. We speak slowly, clearly, and talk about real-life things that matter. If you like that vibe, subscribe, hit like, and share this with a friend who's also learning. Now, let's talk about why you still don't speak English and how to change that. Reason 1, you're studying, not training. There's a huge difference between studying English and training to use it. Studying is passive. You read, you watch, you take notes, you learn about English. Training is active. You speak, you listen, you repeat, you use English. Imagine a person who wants to learn to swim. They read books about swimming, watch videos of Olympic swimmers, and take notes about technique. But they never get in the pool. Will they be able to swim? They know the theory, but they haven't trained their body. English works the same way. To speak, your mouth and brain need muscle memory. You need to practice like an athlete, regularly, repetitively, out loud. So if you're only reading or watching lessons, but never speaking, that's why your English stays silent. Reason 2, you're afraid of mistakes. Let's be honest. A lot of people don't speak English because they're scared, not of the words, but of judgment. You might think, what if I say it wrong? What if they laugh? What if they don't understand me? So you choose silence. It feels safer, but silence doesn't build fluency. Mistakes do. Mistakes are not failures. They're feedback. They show you what to fix. They help your brain improve. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. Just listen to any conversation. It's full of pauses, wrong words, corrections. So here's a new rule. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning fast enough. Speak, mess up, learn, repeat. That's how real progress happens. Reason 3, you're thinking in your language, not English. Many learners translate before they speak. You think of a sentence in your native language, then try to turn it into English. But this slows everything down. It's like walking through deep snow. Slow, heavy, tiring. To speak fluently, you need to think in English. Even simple things. I'm hungry. I need to wash the dishes. Where are my keys? Say them in your mind or out loud. Narrate your day in English. Even if it's broken, even if it's basic. Your brain will slowly rewire itself to stop translating and start flowing. Reason 4, you have no speaking habit. Fluency is not a one-time achievement. It's a skill, a habit. If you speak once a week, you forget everything between sessions. But if you speak every day, even for 5 minutes, your brain stays in English mode. And no, you don't need a teacher or a native speaker to build this habit. You can speak to yourself. Try this in the shower, while cooking, while walking, before going to sleep. Describe what you're doing. Ask yourself questions and answer them. Speaking regularly is more important than speaking perfectly. Reason 5, you're waiting for the perfect time. A lot of people delay speaking until they feel ready. They want more vocabulary, more grammar, better pronunciation. But the truth is, that perfect moment never comes. Speaking is not the result of being fluent. It's the process that creates fluency. Start now. Start messy. Start simple. But start. Reason 6, you don't have a safe space to speak. Maybe you want to speak, but don't have anyone to talk to. Or you do, but they interrupt, correct too much, or make you feel nervous. You need a space where mistakes are okay, where you can try, explore, and express. You can create this space yourself. Record your voice. Talk about your day. Read a paragraph from a podcast script out loud. Shadow a native speaker. Pause and repeat. Over time, you'll hear your own improvement, and that builds confidence. Reason 7. You're listening, but not actively. Yes, listening is important, but how you listen matters. If you're just watching shows with subtitles and not focusing, it's entertainment, not training. Instead, listen actively, pause and repeat. Write down what you hear, shadow the sentences. When your ears improve, your mouth follows. Listening is how fluency enters your brain. Speaking is how it comes out. How to fix it. A new plan. Here's a new plan for the next 30 days. Speak out loud, daily. 1 sentence, 2 minutes. Doesn't matter. Just speak. Think in English. Describe your day. Label objects. Ask questions in your mind and answer. Shadow content. Pick a podcast, like this one. Repeat each sentence out loud. Match the rhythm and tone. Make mistakes on purpose. Say something you know is a little off. Notice how it feels. Correct yourself if you want. But keep going. Track your streak. Mark each day you speak. Watch it grow. Fluency isn't built in a week, but if you do this for a month, you will feel the change. What's holding you back from speaking English? Is it fear? Lack of time? No one to talk to? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it, because the only way to fix it is to face it. And if this podcast helped, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a push. Vocabulary recap. Muscle memory, the ability to do something automatically after practice. Example, speaking daily builds muscle memory. Friction, resistance that slows something down. Example, translating adds friction to speaking. Flow, smooth, continuous movement. Example, I want to speak English with flow, not hesitation. Safe space, a place where you feel comfortable and accepted. Example, I practice speaking in a safe space so I'm not afraid to mess up. Narrate, to describe actions or thoughts aloud. Example, I narrate my day in English to practice. Rewire, to change the way something is connected or works. Example, thinking in English helps rewire your brain. Perfect moment, an ideal time that rarely arrives. Example, I stopped waiting for the perfect moment and just started speaking. Entertain versus train. Doing something for fun versus for improvement. Example, watching with subtitles is entertaining. Shadowing trains you. Streak, a series of days doing something without stopping. Example, I've kept a 15-day English speaking streak. Express, to say what you think or feel. Example, even with simple English, I can express myself. The reason you don't speak English yet isn't because you're lazy. It's because no one showed you how to speak. Now you know. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Not about knowing more. About using what you already know. So go speak, even if it's just 1 sentence today. That's how it begins. This was Thinklish. I'm Matthew. See you soon.